No, there's not. And the European Commission had cleared the diary of Jean-Claude Juncker today to accommodate a last-minute handshake between the UK Prime Minister Theresa May and Jean-Claude Juncker. But that will not be happening. And in fact, the latest we heard from Michel Barnier, that's the EU's chief Brexit negotiator, is that there's no more talks needed between the EU and the UK, because now the talks need to focus between the UK government and MEP. So right now, as we speak, there are no technical talks taking place between the team of Michel Barnier and the team of Theresa May. The teams are still in contact via phone and email, but the technical talks have been closed for the time being. Things got a little bit hairy, if you like, last week when Geoffrey Cox, the UK Attorney General, came to Brussels and seemed to sour the mood even more, with many officials here saying that he didn't really have a great understanding perhaps on how the EU actually works and the single market, and hadn't followed the talks that took place over the last year and a half. So all really keeping calm and carrying on. That's the mantra coming out of the European Commission today. Keeping an eye, of course, on the situation and all eyes on that meaningful vote, or whatever takes place really tomorrow, all eyes on seeing and trying to find out really what exactly they will be voting on tomorrow, if it'll be watered down.
Well, these are murky waters indeed at the moment, Meabh, but as we were just hearing from Tig there, it could perhaps be a provisional vote. Details of that remain to be established. But, what are your sources saying to you, or what are their reactions to the fact that, Brexit may actually be delayed?
Well, we've been hearing that, in fact, for weeks. Sources here in Brussels have been telling us that there's no way it's feasible that the UK would leave on the 29th of March. There's just not enough time. There's just 18 days to go, Tokes, till the UK would essentially become a third country. So it's likely, many tell us here, that there will be an extension. And of course, in order for an extension to take place, it would be up to the UK, of course, to ask the EU27 heads of state to grant this. And so far, we've seen a study by Open Europe come out today that says 18 EU member states would grant that no problem. And that's the line as well we're hearing from the European Commission, and the European Parliament have said the same. That said, they would only like to see an extension, many of them, until about June, because of course there's EU elections taking place at the end of May, and then the first EP will sit down for their first session in July.